Hello and welcome. This is a part 2 to the Virgo full moon. I didn't want to make the other video too long, so I came back on to share the Sabian symbol for the full moon in Virgo happening March 7th, 2023. One of the card messages that we received for the full moon, and I don't read tarot that often, is the Empress, the divine feminine. So I'm going to extend on that message. So during my first video for full moon in Virgo, I said this was someone who is in tune with their senses, their intuitive side, their femininity, their creativity. But I'm going to extend upon that after reading a little bit more on the Empress. This is someone who's very in tune with their body, so very representative of Virgo. Somebody that's in tune with nature, somebody that's a nurturer of not only themselves, but others, and those that may be more vulnerable like children, pets. And so I wanted to extend upon that because when this card came up, it's just like super significant that it came up for Virgo energy. So ground your energy. We need to do that anyway with all the solar flares coming in. A lot of people within themselves feel the deception that's been taking place, and some people have chosen not to want to face it. You're going to feel that resistance within your body. And I just want to share that it's okay if you've been deceived. Now it's time to take back, like I said, that accountability, that authority over your own body. And I extend upon that too, on the health axis of a Pisces Virgo, and making sure that we listen to our body, what our body needs to eat, what our body needs for clarity, even what we're taking in with our minds. So I was going to say this too earlier, and I'm glad I came back on to do a part 2 for the Sabian symbol for this full moon. It'd be a great time to take a break from social media if you're on social media, because of that Mars Neptune and the deception. And again, back to the Hermit card, you can gain a lot of clarity and a lot of inner knowledge and wisdom by going into that isolated type of energy within you. So when I was reading more about the divine feminine aspects of somebody who's just in tune with their senses, they're in tune with their body, they're in tune with nature, I thought, how perfect that it came up for this Virgo full moon. So let's read the Sabian symbol because it's quite fiery. And I think this can really erupt if you are somebody that is, just pissed off within you that you've been deceived, that you've been lied to, manipulated. And instead of projecting more anger out into the society that's deceiving, it can cause a big transformation within you to process it, right? So 16 degrees, 40 minutes. So we will be reading the 17th degree of Virgo for this Sabian symbol. A volcano eruption, explosion. The theme here is a dramatic outburst. This symbol speaks to the outburst and to the unleashing of energy as a result of blind determination to survive. The image of a volcano in eruption graphically dramatizes a powerful and volatile display of force that goes beyond normal or expected boundaries due to a massive buildup of internal pressure. So if you're feeling the internal pressure, which I am, if you have a lot of mutable energy within your chart, within you, Virgo, Pisces, Sagittarius, and Gemini, I think. Yes. Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces. You'll be feeling this internal manifestation. It can come through as either passion, it can come through as anger, right? Volcanoes, fire, the fire element. It can even come through as a strong faith, right? Sagittarius. It's going to be different for everybody. But just feeling as we're building into this energy of the Virgo full moon, you could feel this brewing within you. I'm having trouble sleeping again. On a practical level, this symbol can describe a volatile and angry outburst, uncontrollable weeping, hysterical laughter. The emphasis in this degree is on a need to bring the self back to its normal condition. The implication here is that the externalization or outpouring of self-preserving in that it allows the internal pressure that might destroy its source to be released. This outburst can also represent birth pangs and genesis, or a bringing to the surface of a previously hidden or unknown potential. On the positive aspect, this Virgo full moon, at its highest, this symbol represents creative passion and a refusal to live a tepid existence or tiptoe through life. So if you're feeling like no more mediocrity, no more settling in your life, this is the perfect opportunity with this full moon to come into that, just living your full life, right? Look at what we've all been through over the last few years. Deception, manipulation, control, restrictions, lockdowns. Everybody knows within them, whether they intellectually know or not, their soul knows that this ain't feeling right. So how can that come through as a volcanic eruption if you're angry and not processing anger in the right way? You know, pay attention to that in the collective. That's why I say it may be a perfect time to take a step back from social media. I haven't had TV in 9 years, thank God. I left Facebook in 2020, thank God. It's good. That's good. So on the negative, explosive temper tantrums and inflammatory tirades, or a complete lack of self-control and an inability to conform to socially accepted conduct or behavior. Well, I won't comply, but I'm not going to go out and be angry. And do I get angry within myself? Yes. Do I process it in a healthy way? I think I do. But that eruption within you, right? You could be so pissed off right now because you know we've been deceived. I mean, I have that. I process that. The ascent is on explosiveness. This could turn out to be an unforgettable day. Again, the full moon energy, we're in it already as I'm recording this on the 5th. It always waxes and wanes, right? Like there's going to be a few days after this full moon. Plus we have the huge shift of Saturn going into Pisces. Tension that has been building up could climax in a crisis with everyone running for cover. So the opportunity is your greatest advantage lies in counting to 10, or higher if necessary. Stay out of what does not concern you and try to protect what does. So don't allow yourself to get reeled into explosive energy from others, whether it be anger, warring, volatile conversations, negative conversations. Reel yourself back in. Don't be drawn into it, drug into it. The risk for this full moon energy is guard against adding fuel to the fire. Avoid the temptation to interfere in the process that needs to run its course. So we are definitely in a process. I always say revelations because things are being revealed. And when more and more of humanity wakes up to the fact that we've been so deceived, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of outbursts in the collective. So it's important for you as an awakened one, an aware one, to not get sucked into it. And I think that's where us going into that hermit mode and processing what we've all been through as a collective and even on an individual level is important. And trusting our senses, getting out in nature. I have to do that every day. I have a lot of earth energy within me. I need to ground. Plus, we've had all these solar flares. So again, remembering your divinity. And again, like with the Empress card, trusting your body. And I did say that on the first video that I recorded. If you have not caught that one, go to my playlist and look for the full moon in Virgo. I didn't do the Sabian symbol there because I didn't want to make the video too long in respect of time. But I felt it was too important to come back on and share the extended message from this and also share the Sabian symbol because we are in a powerful time with this full moon with Saturn moving into the sign of Pisces about an hour afterwards. So in reverence to the Virgo full moon and the Virgo energy within you, I'm going to share a Mother Mary message, the Divine Feminine herself, the Mother, the Sacred Mother, the Nurturer. If you have not had a nurturing mother, or if you had a wounded mother that didn't give you the nurturing and the comfort that you needed, you can always call upon the Divine Mother, which is wonderful because my spiritual teacher taught me that. She will guide you. She will comfort you. She'll be the mother that you needed and maybe still do need, which we all do. So let's share a couple messages for inspiration from the Divine Mary, the Queen of Angels, Mother herself, the Mother that is the Christ within all of us, the Christ consciousness. Which Mother Mary message for the full moon in Virgo? Health. Virgo, Pisces is on the health axis. My prayers for healing miracles have been heard and will be answered. So, pardon me. Speak good health to yourself, mental health, physical health, emotional health. Every single night I pray to the Mother. I ask for Archangel Raphael to cover me in green healing light, to bring peace to my mind, to good health and rejuvenation to my physical body, and also healthy emotions. Can't make it up. Pisces, Virgo. What else from the Mother Mary? So prayers for you could be affirmations of good health. And remember that health is more than just the physical body. It's our spiritual, mental, emotional, physical bodies. Open your heart. I allow myself to feel the full range of emotions, especially all forms of love. Grief. We grieve many different things, right? In the physical world. We grieve physical loss of a loved one. We grieve endings, which is totally the Pisces 12th house. We grieve endings of marriages, relationships, jobs. But just remember that those emotions are healthy, and the way to process them and let them go, cry your tears, they're cleansing. Inner child. I nurture the child within me through playfulness and self-care. So full moon in energy, love up your inner child, nurture your inner child, open that heart chakra, the illuminated heart, the truth, the way. Again, like I said, focusing on your health on every aspect is important. I've been through a lot of wounds myself personally, and I've never allowed my heart to be closed. I've never allowed my heart to harden and to live out of bitterness, unforgiveness, anger. If I can do it, you can do it. Love up your inner child. Call upon the Divine Mother or whoever you so choose to nurture that inner child. It's important for play and joyfulness because that will help balance out and alleviate the tension and the friction that society is very much so going through as this metamorphosis and this transformation, the labor pains of evolution. Present moment. I am fully present in the here and now. This is huge for me. I never used to be present. I used to escape. I do tend to have the mind of overthinking. I am a sun sign Virgo, processing, planning, and I am more present than ever. Was not easy for me to do. It's quite the surrender. But staying in the present moment will help us through these times as well. Take a nice deep breath in. All is well with my soul. Remind yourself of that often. Presence. We've been trained in society to be busy, 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 do, go, go, go. And now we're asked to slow down, to pause over the last couple of years, right? We can utilize that energy for growth. You can thrive in this time through your awareness. Optimism. I expect good things to happen, and they do. That's a Sagittarius energy. We have Jupiter conjunct Chiron, the wounded healer. I covered that in the first one. So have an optimism for the process that you're in right now. And one more from the Mary, the Queen of Angels, for this Virgo full moon. Giving and receiving. I balance being generous and receptive because both are equally important. This is also how we can navigate the times. Nurture your inner child. Focus on your own health, wealth. Share those opportunities of optimism. If somebody that you know is feeling down, try to plant the seed of that optimism. Expect good things for yourself, like I said, to be able to thrive in these times. Keep your heart open, loving, nurturing, compassion, the heart, the truth, the way. Stay present in each moment. Practice your breath work throughout this time. Keep your eye on the spiritual aspect, trusting, faith, the things that you can't see, knowing that our souls can do this, even though we're facing difficult times. And being in service with the full moon in Virgo energy, because Virgo is also the sign of being in service. Your everyday details, your everyday chores, your everyday duties, and how you share that. And also be open to receive, because a lot of people who are the empaths, the sensitives, the awakened ones, usually have a resistance to receiving. And once you open that up to the love, to the compassion, to the acceptance, to the receiving, the flow is just beautiful. Much love to you, and shalom, shalom.